Accountants are starting to build their own apps with AI and stop paying for some of the software they've been paying for. Not the big systems yet, not their practice management system or their accounting system or their tax lodgement app. None of those yet, but they're building utilities that do a task and do it well, and they stop paying for apps that cost them thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars a year. That's worth knowing. So let's have a look at what they're building and also touch on how they're doing it. Yesterday, one of the accountants in our AI club shared their screen and showed the tool that they built for drawing group structure diagrams. Entities, trusts, relationship, you can move them around and connect them. And you can even ask the tool in plain English to add a holding company and 20% to this person and 80% to that person. And it just applies that. Someone asked them to share the prompt. They shared it in the chat. And that afternoon, another member shared that she took that prompt. The partners at her firm had already agreed to spend a few thousands of dollars to purchase a tool that does exactly that. And she was able to tell them, don't. We've got it. And I thought, wow, this is happening. That afternoon, I got a group of the accountants in the club together and I asked them, what are you building? And other apps you're not going to pay for anymore that you're not going to renew or not going to get into? I'll give you 3. One of them shared that they're doing engagement letters with AI now. They created a repeatable skill there and they're actually not renewing their app for that. Another one spent a whole year trialing an app for work papers, a work paper app, and it never got to be exactly how she wanted it. She spent a day with AI and rebuilt her work papers exactly how she needs them. She did it with Copilot Cowork so we can see the exact tokens and how much it cost her. And it cost her under $1,000 in usage. But now she's got her whole work paper in Excel working exactly how she likes it for all her team. And she gets to keep the IP and change whatever she wants whenever she wants to. One of our members that morning met with a software development company that wanted to develop some GST automation for him. And he shared his screen and showed them the GST agent that he built just a couple of weeks earlier with just a few simple prompts. That, to me, is heartbreaking. And I mentioned to you a few times already how I've got a folder now where I drop the receipts in my travels and AI picks them up and sends them into Xero as spend money transactions and not bills like most of the apps do. It doesn't cost me anything to run that. And I can handwrite notes on those receipts, which the AI takes into account. I can say this was a personal expense or this was a business and put that into this and put that into that, or include in the line description that it was the shuttle to the airport from the hotel. There are so many examples. And what's actually happening here is that AI is really good at coding. It's one of the things it's best at. And accountants are starting to figure out that you can just ask it to build an app. It's become so simple to do. All you have to do is go to your favorite AI, Claude, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Gemini, and say, build me an app that will do group structure diagrams. Or I want to build an app that will do this, this, and that. What do I need to consider? Then write me the prompt. Then run the prompt. That's it. And I mentioned that we keep it today to utilities, small tasks, not entire systems. Why? Well, one real barrier today is that integrations are still a bit hard to do. Not impossible. Many of us do. I've got it working with Xero, but that's a bit of a thing. And so getting data in and out of other systems is still a bit tricky, but not impossible. Another one is when we're thinking of managing the source of truth of our data. So I wouldn't replace today my accounting app with one that my AI will manage, because if anything goes wrong there, if I miss something, if I gave it the wrong guidance, I'm going to end up with wrong data, and I can't afford that. Another barrier is if you're thinking of actually letting your clients use it, because then you've got the liability of looking after their data, and what if anything goes wrong with that? And there's the whole area of security. If people build their own CRM, one of our members talked about that, then they're managing other people's information in an app they're building themselves. And do we understand all the security implications and what we need to do to keep that data safe responsibly? But for small, very well-defined apps, like drawing a group structure diagram that you can review and make sure it's 100%, I don't see a reason not to do that. So what should you do? 2 things, I think. 1, give it a go. Go to your favorite AI, ChatGPT, Claude, Microsoft Copilot, Gemini, ask it to build you a small app, a group structure diagram drawing app, or an app to take a folder and organize whatever is in there into a spreadsheet whenever you ask for it, or every day at 10 o'clock, or every hour, or a game. My son does that all the time to help him prepare for exams at school. It's not hard to do. And once you've done that, and you've got that feeling in your fingers of what's possible and what you can do, start looking at your expenses. What apps are you paying for? What would you consider maybe replacing with your own, where the risk is very low? What software are you paying for that you're just using 20% of? And is that 20% the heavy lifting, the integrations that bring data and organize it and make sure your data is safe? Or is it just a utility where the risk is very low and you can probably build it yourself with AI? In that review, put a reminder to do it every 3 months or 6 months, because the capabilities of building with AI are getting better all the time and it becomes easier. If you're not building apps with AI yet, do not worry. You are not behind. Right now, this is an early adopter's capability. Not many do it. A few people up ahead, they're doing it. In a year, I believe we'll all be doing that. So might be worth experimenting with. And if you're an accountant or bookkeeper or a practice manager in an accounting firm and you want to do that together with a group of us online, sharing prompts and getting unstuck and seeing people share their screen and how they do things, the September intake of our club is now open. You're more than welcome to join us. Our intakes do sell out, so now is the time. Join us. Inbal.com.au/AI club. It's so much fun.